Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First play, here's Cousins.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. It's a slant to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Play fake. Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Bridgewater. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll look to throw here. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings will take over here as now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Cousins now. This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 30, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they can...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Bridgewater. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 28 yards.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action now. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He spins free.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Bridgewater on first down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. He's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Three quarters have come and gone. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing here, Bridgewater.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Cousins now. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. To throw, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop.